Let's explore why you should take advantage of the leads tool in Agent Mate. I cannot tell you how many times that I have seen travel advisors. They will get a call from an existing customer. They'll get a call from a referral or someone that found them online through marketing. They will take the information for the new travel request. And it is really amazing to me how many will write this information down on a sticky note or they will put it in a notepad. Of course, taking notes is great, and I do it on a daily basis on paper and also in Agent Mate on leads, on client profiles, and on bookings. So I have notes in multiple places. But what happens is they will reach out to you for a new vacation. You'll create the almighty sticky note or write a note down, which I do, but they never take the time to follow up. And the reason being is because they get this request. Well, then, as soon as they get the request, then they get a call from someone else needing to update their reservations or questions on their reservation. Or you need to work on something that you were working on the day before or earlier that day. And then that is worked. And then the next thing you know, you get another request for a new vacation, and the process starts all over again. You create that sticky note and then you move on to something else. Well, then before you know it, that request has gotten buried. That sticky note has fallen off your desk. That note that you made in your notepad, well, now it is 5, 10, 20 pages back, and you have totally forgotten about that request from that referral or that existing customer. And what you are doing, you are potentially losing a sale. You are losing future travel from that customer that has reached out to you with interest for a vacation. So by utilizing the module in Agent Mate for leads, you can go in, and I do recommend that you log into Agent Mate every single day. You work your reminders, you work your follow ups, and you work those leads and you stay in touch with those requests until either the customer says we are no longer interested or we want to move forward and we want to book this vacation with you. So let's jump in, and I want to show you how easy that it is to create a lead and how to follow up with that lead and why you should put important information in the lead that you can use for future marketing if something happens that the customer is not ready to book at that time. Well, you will have this information and you can run reports down the road when promotions come out for a customer on a specific cruise line, a specific destination, and the list goes on and on and on. So let's start by creating a lead in AgentMate. You will want to go to your dashboard, then you're going to go to Client, and you can go to Client List and you want to find the customer that you are going to create this lead for. If you have not already created a client profile for your customer, I recommend that you do this first. Actually, you have to do this first in order to create a lead in AgentMate. So you're simply going to search for that customer. You can put the last name, first name, email, phone number, for the customer to search for them. And then let's search. We found the customer that we want to work with here. We are going to work with the France family and Nice, Paris, and Toulouse. They are all going to travel together. So we're going to go to the bottom in Agent Mate where we could either start a res for this customer or we can start a lead. Let's go ahead and click on Start Lead. We are going to select the customers that we are going to start researching their travel requests for them and click on Start Lead. Now, let's say that you have someone from another household that does not reside at 100 Peachtree Street with this family, but you have someone else that may be traveling with them. You can simply go to Look up here and search for that other customer at another household at another address and include them in the lead. Some of the things that you must include the marketing source, whether it is a past guest, a referral, whether it came from advertising source, a direct mail piece, from Travel Leaders Network, from an email blast that we have sent out. You want to include the marketing source. For this one, we are going to say that they are a repeat customer. Okay, the status is going to be open. And this is the date that the request was created. Well, this customer, they are wanting to do a trip over to the Mediterranean. They are not sure if they are going to do a cruise yet or if they're going to do a land vacation. But let's say they are really focusing on a cruise and they are a luxury customer and they have previously traveled on Regent Seven Seas and they are considering Regent Seven Seas again, then you want to enter that. If you know the actual ship that they want, you could put that in here. Now, the lead request details, this is the information that they have given you that they want. And we would just put something in here like plan to travel to Med in September of 2026. They want either a suite or rooms next to each other. And you can just continue to put all of the information in here for the customer and their request. The list goes on and on and on of the request. So I want to make a note of something here. You can see your follow-up request date. It automatically pushes it to the next day for you. But what we want to do is we want to go ahead and click save. So now this is what our lead request looks like for the customer. From the lead, you can see we can either go to Cruise Complete, okay, and we could open up that and start searching for their cruises. There's multiple options that we can do in here. For instance, leads can also be used when a customer books a next cruise while they are on board a cruise. You get that email from the cruise line and they tell you that this customer has booked a next cruise on board. They send you the details. You can actually attach that email as a PDF in here for the customer. If the customer has a future travel credit, you can attach that email or that future travel credit to this lead in here. Any attachments that you put on the lead, and then once you actually create a new res with this lead, those attachments will then follow over to the actual booking within AgentMate. This is something that I discuss on every one of my trainings, or I try to. I want you to always remember just because you have a booking in Agent Mate, it does not communicate with cruise lines, wholesalers, or airlines. So if you are making payments on a reservation in Agent Mate, you are making changes on a reservation in Agent Mate, you must always make the same changes with the vendor because Agent Mate does not communicate with any vendors. The only area that Agent Mate communicates with is with engagement with Travel Leaders Network to help grow your marketing with for your customers and for you. So that's just a little bit of information there. So let's say that the customer they called in today on the 15th of May, and you're gonna maybe work it tomorrow, but things have freed up. So you now want to change this and you want to go ahead and work this request today, then you can change it. So then this request will be on your dashboard, and you can start working it. So let's say that you have done research for the customer. You have sent them a beautiful looking proposal through whatever system that you are sending proposals to. You have called the customer and told them that you have sent them this proposal, or you have given them all the details over the phone. You simply want to go to the notes section here and you want to click edit. And you want to say, talked with Pax and gave information for Regent Seven Seas Splendor for the 01 October 2025 and advise it's holding for 24 hours. Okay, so you want to start creating those notes on your lead. So now you can see this note is on your lead and your notes are starting to take shape. You've given them the information on this today. You're not going to follow up with them until tomorrow because this is only holding until tomorrow. So now you want to take this reminder. You want to go down to edit. You want to click on the reminder and change the date until tomorrow. So now the next day you log into AgentMate, you've got a reminder on there that you need to reach out to the France family because they are very interested in this Regent Seven Seas on the Splendor, and you gave them the information, but it was only holding for 24 hours. So you call the customer, you follow up with them, and see what they are thinking. Well, their plans have changed a little bit. Now they want to go on a different date, they're looking at a different category, or they simply cannot make a decision on this today. So you call Regent Seven Seas and you see if you can extend that booking or that option date until the following week. Regent 7C says, absolutely no problem. We are going to extend this deposit date for you. So then at this point, you want to go to your notes section here. You want to make a note. RSSC extended deposit date until, let's say, the 19th of May of 25. Advised packs of extension of deposit, whatever notes. As you can see, I am a little, I'm very, I try to be detailed. And the reason being is because if somebody it comes in and they need to help me with this request, then I have all the details in there for them and they can see what I've done. So, Regent Seven Seas, they said, yes, we will extend this to the 19th of May. Well, today is the 16th. I am going to go ahead and I'm going to go down to my reminders. I'm going to click edit and I'm going to change this reminder out to the 19th of May. And I'm going to put in here follow up with Pax about deposit. Then on the 19th, I'll call the customer and I'll remind the France family that the option that we're holding is going to expire today. How are your plans coming? Well, now the France family, they say, you know what? We have another family that is going to be going with us. So at this point, you could go in and create a new lead for that new family, which I do recommend because they are going to be on a new reservation. At this point, you reach out to Regent Seven Seas or whoever the vendor is. You get new information for that new customer. You've created that new lead. You have all the details on there. And you tell Regent Seven Seas, you know what? The France family, they are waiting on the London family because they are planning to join us. What can we do? So then Regent 7 sees, no worries, we're going to extend this for another 48 hours for you. So you're going to put a note on here. RSSC extended deposit again for 48 hours and simply click on OK. And now you have got a new note in here so you know exactly what's going on. You could put a note in here that the France family called in and their friends, the London family, are now going to be traveling with them as well, and you have given them all of the details. Well, now that Regent Seven Seas has extended this deposit date, then you want to go to your reminders because you need to move on with other things on the 19th of May and work those. So we've completed everything that we can on here. So let's move this out 24 hours and we could change the description of here so we know exactly what is going on. Now here is something else that I want to show you. When it comes to reminders, let's say that you are really great at booking cruises, but you are not so great on booking those pre or post packages. And so you are working with one of your colleagues, and they are going to book the land portion, the air, the hotel, pre and post, and transfers. You could technically bring someone else, another travel advisor, in to this lead by simply going to your reminders, clicking on edit, and we're going to create a new reminder. Let's put it for the 20th. Um, and put a note on here that says whatever the travel advisor's name is, please work pre and post for packs 2 nights pre and 3 nights post with first class air from JFK. Simply go down here to your counselor tab, click on the agent that you want to have this. Guess what? You have now put this reminder onto the dashboard of the other agent that is going to help you with this reservation. So now they have access to it. You can see it is under that counselor's name, and so they can assist you with you. This is just the beginning on using leads and maintenance. To follow up with your customers, I recommend that you use these for every new request from a customer. If you have a customer that has booked while on board a cruise, absolutely use this. That way you can stay up to date with that next cruise and get them to go ahead and book that next cruise. Use this for land vacations, whatever travel request that you are getting, you want to use leads all the time. So today I'm going to end this training on using leads. There will be more training on leads and how to create a booking from leads. Thanks for joining me today. And as always, if you have questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me.
Here is an essential follow-up on utilizing the Leads tool in Agent Mate to stay organized and proactive with your customers. Keeping track of customer travel requests. The Leads tool is essential for managing new travel inquiries and monitoring future travel credits, ensuring those credits do not expire unused. Setting reminders for important dates. You can also use the Leads tool to set reminders for key customer events, such as passport expiry dates, but mainly for new travel requests. This proactive approach helps prevent missed opportunities and demonstrates excellent customer care. Making notes and using the Reminder tab. Be sure to make detailed notes on each lead. Use the Reminder tab to set and adjust follow-up dates, and never overlook a customer's request. Staying on top of these reminders ensures timely communication that impresses clients and reinforces your professionalism. Updating lead status and linking bookings. Remember to accurately update each lead's status with labels like open, dead, or others as appropriate. Always link completed bookings to the corresponding lead to track conversions and maintain a clear picture of your sales pipeline. Why this matters. Consistent use of the Leads tool makes you a true hero in your client's eyes. It shows that you are organized, attentive, and proactive in managing their travel requests. Thank you for leveraging this powerful tool to enhance our customer relationships.